What's up, everybody? A Curtis Jones wonder strike sends Liverpool into the fourth round of the FA Cup past Jordan Pickford's despairing dive. 1-0 to the Reds. Let's sing it out loud. 1-0 to the motherfucking Reds. 1-0 to the Reds. 1-0 to the Reds. You love it, you love it, you love it, ladies and gentlemen. It wasn't the strongest 11 out there, but they got the job done. Jurgen Klopp was smiling for almost the entire game. It was a really good second half performance, if I'm being honest about it. But do you know what? I don't really care what the performance was like. It's all about winning in Merseyside derbies. And once again, Liverpool find a way to get the job done. It might be past Christmas, but Merry fucking Christmas, Everton. And Happy New Year to you. And we'll let you know what the fourth round of the FA Cup looks like. Those young Reds didn't do this club any harm whatsoever. Went out there with a fairly weakened team. James Milner had to go off with an injury. That didn't set us back either. Larouci came in. He did excellently well. But what a goal. It was all about Curtis Jones' goal today. Adrian made some great saves as well, particularly in the first half. But Curtis Jones stepped up. We said it on this stream many times. The dude's a baller. He's an absolute baller. He is going to be a mainstay of that Liverpool midfield for a long time going forward. Curl it like Curtis, as Joanne said with a super chat earlier on during the watch-along, and the Reds won the game by 1-0. And do you know what? The second half, I thought we played like a team that are top of the league. We played like a team that are European champions. We played like a team that deserved to have that World Club Cup badge on our shirt. It was beautiful. I'm so proud of each one of those young Reds. For Nat Phillips to come back from loan from Stuttgart and to go in there today and not put a foot wrong. For Joe Gomez to be the dominant centre-back of that partnership there today and help guide Nat Phillips through that game. For Larouci and Williams to come in and put in the performances that they did. And Curtis Jones, Harvey Elliott, Minamino obviously with his first 70 minutes in a Liverpool shirt. He will always remember that he played a part of Liverpool's victory in the FA Cup, his first game. Nobody wants to look back on their first game and not have a win. He doesn't need to, ladies and gentlemen, because they only went out there and won today. Look, who was your man of the match? I mean, it's probably a fairly easy question to answer today, but gotta ask these things. I will read out as many of your comments as I can. Most importantly, though, remember this. Another Merseyside derby goes by where the bitters can do fuck all. Can't lay a glove on this Liverpool team. Patrick Silk said Curtis Jones is his man of the match. Shay said, what do we think about Minamino? It's very difficult, mate, to judge him on that game today. But he worked his ass off. I loved his aggression. I loved the fact that he kept looking for the ball. I loved that he was pointing to other players where he wanted them to go. And all the signs point towards a very astute piece of business by Michael Edwards and the Liverpool hierarchy. Robert Ann said, next time we play the 12-year-olds, we'll still beat the Ev. That's what we do, mate. It's in the DNA. How on earth did the bookies have Liverpool at almost 2-1 to win that game? Almost 2-1 to win that game at home. I hope they got absolutely fucking crucified. I hope there are happy punters out there up and down the world, around the world, left and right in the world, wherever, celebrating taking the bookies to the cleaners on that one, because 2-1 at home. Come on. What have we got? Man of the match, Adrian, no question. Jones had the winner, but Adrian stopped a lot. Well, he made some saves in the first half that were pretty much straight at him, Chris. Now, he's got to be in the right position, credit. But you got to give it to Curtis Jones, mate. He won the derby. I know what you're saying, but what a goal, mate. What a goal. Connor said the Curtis Jones goal reaction is up now. Check it out after the stream. I'm quite proud of it, actually. It was one of my favourites. I do love a goal celebration against Everton. Paul Byrne said we've broken Everton. They're the Theon Lovejoy of Merseyside. Domestic Butler said the reaction videos are always awesome. Thank you, mate. And you got to be happy with that one. I mean, okay, we had an injury to James Milner, and fingers crossed that isn't too serious. You could tell straight away that Jimmy was going off. He shook his head when he went down. It was, I suppose, good signs to see him being able to walk off the pitch. But yeah, I mean, it's another injury for Jurgen Klopp to have to deal with. Jones is man of the match for me, said Domestic Butler. Tranmere's a bigger club than Everton, said Arlo McKenna. Well, one thing we can say for certain, Arlo, is that Tranmere are in the draw for the fourth round of the FA Cup after that brilliant 3-3 comeback against Watford. But Everton aren't. Simple as that. So, there you go. What do I make of Neco Williams? Said it when we see this team read out on the team sheet, Jay. He's a quality young player, isn't he? And look, it's going to take somebody one hell of a talent to even lay a glove on Trent Alexander-Arnold, but it is great to know that when Trent needs a rest that we have that young man available to us. He's class, absolutely class. What have we got? Scotty said Craig, Everton or Liverpool under 21s won Everton 0. How is Gomez not in the England first team? Said Ibrahim. Relax. Don't tell them. He's good, Ibrahim. Let them keep thinking he's not good enough, mate. Let him not get called up and we'll keep him here. They couldn't even beat our reserves and youngsters, said Michael Cole. What a performance from young Curtis Jones, said Wisdom Argentina. Adrian, man of the match for Callum LFC. Craig, who do you think we should play, or do I think we should play Jones more? I think Pablo. Now, James Milner's injury might change this, but I think Curtis Jones was being lined up for a loan move. But that being said, I've always said I've no doubt whatsoever that Curtis Jones has a long-term future at this football club. He's too good not to. 18 years of age and go out there again and put in a performance like that. I mean, he scored the winning goal in the Carabao Cup against, the winning penalty in the Carabao Cup against Arsenal at the Cop end, and then he steps up today against the Bitters and scores a worldie like that. You gotta love it. The Cop Council said they haven't won a trophy since 1995. Get in, Craig. What a win for the young lads. Yeah, I mean, Carlo Ancelotti's first Merseyside derby, and he goes like the rest of them. Connor said Chirivella, Williams, Jones, Elliott all did very well tonight. Agreed, Pedro Chirivella needs to stay. He's a solid backup 6 at the Maharani's closet. Again, they all put in a great shift today. I'm not going to point at anybody and say that they didn't perform today. Each and every one of them played a part in that win today. And credit to them. They deserved it. Look, I'm not going to lie. As I said, Everton had chances in the first half. And as you guys have pointed out, if it wasn't for some good footwork and some good saves by Adrian, we probably wouldn't have been in the game. But he did make those saves. And we went out second half, put in a better performance. And it was capped off by an unbelievable strike by Curtis Jones. Shout out to Origi as well, who tested Pickford with a wonderful strike from distance. Then when Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain came on, he was taking shots from distance again. He came close. What have we got? Brian said absolutely shocking from Everton, obviously beaten before they even got off the bus. Adrian made some good saves, said Arman. Everton bottled it. They knew it was their one chance and it got to them, said Connor Crosby. Yeah, fuck them. Let's say it. They bottled it. They bottled it. They bottled it. They bottled it. Why not? Let's say it. Keep saying it. Wind them up as much as possible. Fuck them. Minamino's performance at Dark Knight. Yeah, it was good. It was pretty uneventful, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. It was his first game for the Reds. He's only had a few training sessions. But look, all signs point to the fact that we've got a very good player on our hands. Chirivella was outstanding, said Rizzy 1974. Linda said man of the match was Curtis Jones. Chamberlain was good. I'm so happy to see Chamberlain back. I'm so happy. Put the sweater on, said Andy Panda. Yeah, I forgot to run upstairs and grab it. I did say if Origi scored, I'd put the Everton sweater on. But, do you know what? I might just change the team. Will I change the image of the stream? Hang on, let me see if I have it. Do I have it? I think I have the image here somewhere. 1 second. And where is it? I think I have the jumper image somewhere. Maybe I haven't. Maybe I've thrown it away. Yeah, I think I've deleted it, you know. Soz. Apologies. I do have it. I'll wear it for the next Merseyside derby, even though it's a Christmas jumper. Escape Ada said Minamino has not played since Salzburg. So good to get 70 minutes under his belt. Mechatronics Geek said nobody thought about Chirivella for team selection. Klopp picked him, one of the best performances on the pitch. Klopp is a genius. Do you think Milner's injury was fake? No, I don't, mate. It wouldn't make any sense. Sure, why would he play 7 or 8 minutes and then go off injured? What do I think of Minamino's debut? Again, a good solid 70 minutes. Pretty uneventful, but as I said during the watch-along, he was always looking for the ball. He was telling players what positions to get into. He showed lots of determination. And yeah, I think he'll fit right in. Curl it like Curtis rhymes very well, said Reactor Sincere. Again, that was Joanne's comment from the watch-along. We thought we'd use it for the post-match stream. Sorry I'm late, had to go for some celebration Cheerios, is it? Or Beerios, why not? Frisbee Hound, enjoy it. Craig, is there a possibility of posting more highlights of the stream like the United Stand does? That's a Connor Crosby question, mate. I don't do any of the editing like that. That's all down to Connor, and it takes quite a lot of time. I mean, we do a lot of streams a week as it is, and the United Stand have a much bigger team to do these things than we do. But yeah, that's a Connor question, mate. Sorry. That's why we do the post-match shows as well, though. And the celebration of the goal is up there on Twitter and on YouTube. Look, ladies and gents, I don't often say this, but if you do enjoy our stuff on here, please do go over and subscribe to our Twitter and our Instagram accounts. Really simple to find us on there. Just search at Anfield Agenda. Straightforward. And make sure you subscribe to both of them as well for more content. Right, let's keep going with your comments. What have we got? Nathan Heaver said Klopp out. Out what, mate? Balls out? Because he did go balls out with his team selection today and it worked. Lallana making the argument to be in our first 11 after today. I don't think he really has made that argument. What was the question? The question was, Connor, can we do more highlights of the stream like the United Stand does? So clip up different sections basically from the watch-along, I think. Dinosaur arms couldn't keep it out, said Adam Doherty. He's only got little arms, mate. God bless him. Curtis Jones, man of the match for reactor sincere. Is the reaction on Instagram? I don't know. Connor, is the reaction on Instagram? I've got no idea. What have we got? Everybody had a good game today, but Lallana was on the standout by a mile. Gomez immense too. Easy to wax lyrical about the youngsters. They were the driving force today, said Majestic Clangers. Connor said if somebody wants to pay him a good full-time wage, he'll happily sift through 2 hours of footage. Bitch, I do over 2 hours of watch-alongs. Don't be start moaning about what you have to do, Crosby. The heavy lifting is done by a handsome bastard here. Do you know what I mean? Don't be playing out like you're hard done by Mr. Crosby. You sift through that footage, bitch. You sift through it and you get those highlights. Cheek of Connor. Cheek of him. Man's getting paid millions a month. Millions. Or pence. One or the other. Or a pittance. Craig, do the grobbler. What's the grobbler? I don't know what that is. Diva. Exactly, Morrissey. Exactly, Brian. Connor's just being a little diva down there at Wexford with his subsidies from the EU. Looks like yesterday you were on the money saying we could play a second team, fair play. Look, I'm not taking any credit for that, to be fair, mate. It was pretty well known that we were going to put out a fairly, I won't say weakened, but changed team. We turned Everton over, said Bassett 12. Do the Minamino dance. What, is there a fucking Minamino dance? I don't know. Minamino, here we go again. Wah wah, Salzburg ever let you go. Minamino, here we go again. Wah wah, Salzburg ever let you go. That's do you know what I mean? I'm making up my own little dance. What have we got? It's a handstand walking on your hands from what I remember. Yeah, best of luck. Best of luck with me doing that. Imagine me trying to do a handstand. You'd hear it fucking thump and there'd be like a tsunami somewhere from my fat ass hitting the ground. Connor's just making excuses. It's okay, Connor. If you don't want to be part of the family and do the hard work, mate, that's okay. We still love you nonetheless. We'll just call you our special little cousin. What have we got? Chirivella was class in midfield, said Yassar. Easy, said Doyle Kennedy. Doma twerk. I don't know what that is. You're forgetting I'm old, mate. I'm old. I don't remember any of this shit. Do a handstand for 100k. Fucking happily, mate, yeah? You get me the 100k and I'll handstand the shit out of it. Everton can't keep up with the Joneses. Oh, I like that one, Ghost Adventures of Cornwall. The words of Gary Lineker. Oh, taking a bit of the shine off it there now. But yeah, it is good, to be fair. Craig, you're a gas man. I'm more of an oil man myself. Bit of kerosene at him, do you know what I mean? No gas heating down here in Wexford. I'm only joking, I get where you're coming from. We love you, Connor. Keep up the good work, said STB. See, some Crosby love in the house. Nice to see. Youth is looking good for the Liverpool future, said Davy Hughes. Can you imagine if we played our first team? Don't need to, guys. Do you know what I mean? Just put out the youngsters, man. They'll batter Everton's first team, no problem. Let the lads have a rest. Jordan Henderson can sit up there with his foot up on the European Cup, relaxing, enjoying the game. Job good, job done. 1995, said Can't Be Arsed. Yes, 1995. Do you know what? Can we fill the chat up with 1995 just as a little nod to the bidders and the last time that they won anything, to be fair? So, you know what to do, ladies and gents. Fill that fucking screen up with 1995 just to remind them how long it's been since they won anything. Yassar said Everton scratching their heads. There it goes. 1995. Yes. I was 14 and I'm 38 now. It's a long time. Cuckoo clocks all around. 1995. Anybody born in 1995 probably going, oh, hello, look at this. They're saying hello to me. They all played for the shirt, said Gary. Yes, 1995. Brilliant. 1995 is all over the shop. Love it. It's basically like just sticking two fingers up to the bidders, isn't it? And saying, 1995. Big man Steve, I like your style there, mate. You mixed it up a bit. Curtis Jones, more like Curly's Jones, said SFG, or is it Eliza or Eliza? I don't know. Craig, who do I think will play midfield 3 with Hendo and Genie Saturday? I don't know, mate. We will, of course. It's Sunday. I think we're playing Spurs on Sunday, if my memory is correct. But look, we'll do a full preview of that during the week as well. Loads of time. 1995's everywhere. Another Milner injury. I know it's not great, Chris, is it? Hopefully it's nothing too serious. Keane Fowley, how are you, mate? Welcome in. Everton are stuck in 1995, said Doyle Kennedy. Aidan Andrew says, was at work, battery died at half time, come home, put phone in charge, boom, 1-0, 1995. Nice G said, poor old Ancelotti. Yeah, he knew what he was letting himself in for, to be fair. Yeah. I like the way he admitted that Klopp beat him to the Liverpool job as well. That was nice. Neverton 1995, said Orline fam. I've already just sang the Minamino song, Scotty. I belted it out a few minutes ago. When Jones scored, I jumped up and farted. Nice one, Fish. It happens to us all, mate. Happens to the best of us. Fuck Ancelotti. Man came to England and disrespected the FA Cup like that. Should be ashamed of himself. Didn't think we'd rotate to that extent. Can't believe it, said Gary Allwood. I still can't believe the bookies had us at nearly 2-1 to win that. Ridiculous. No Kane for Spurs. We should rest a few players. No resting anybody in the league, mate. Go as strong as we can against Everton. Or against Spurs, sorry. No resting anybody. Go for the throat. We want to get this title won as soon as possible. Cracking goal. Up the goo poo. Up the goo poo, Alex. Up the goo poo. There could be a t-shirt with goo poo on it at some point. Nobody will know what it fucking means. We are going to work on some merch, by the way. We're thinking of working something along the lines of WFM, something about Heronomics. But yes, we are listening to you. And the membership thing will be on its way, hopefully, in the coming month or two. So fingers crossed we get that one sorted ASAP. Scotty said, was in a pub when Jones scored and shouted. Don't blame you, mate. There was probably pints going all over the place. How could Ancelotti go from managing the biggest club in the world to managing a small club like Everton? Biggest clubs in the world. I don't know, Shay. I've got no idea why he could possibly do it, mate. I've no idea. I celebrated doing the grobbler wobbly spaghetti legs when Jones scored, said Alex. Nice one. Get shirts that say since 1995. Nah. Don't waste your money getting nothing to do with Everton though. Just tell them 1995, mate. Anything they say to you, just say 1995. What have we got? Omar said, to be honest, this was a good loss to Everton. It helps them to realise how much work they need to do. One against the kids would have given them a false sense of being a good team. Fuck them, Omar. Do you know what I mean, mate? Just, they bottled it, as Connor said. They showed up there today and played against their younger team, I think it's fair to say, and they couldn't handle the occasion. On to Spurs, Craig will smash them, said Gaz Johnson. What a goal, said Alf Mister. It was a belter of a goal, mate, wasn't it? Absolute worldie. What's your celebration going to be when Liverpool officially win the league? The honest answer is I don't know, because I don't plan them. They just happen. There'll probably be some tears involved though, Stephen, I'd imagine. John Moss was excellent today. I don't know. Well, he played a good advantage at one point, I'll give him that one. Nobody referees the middle third of the field quite like John Moss. Pickford trying to be a red arrow, trying to catch the ball was impressive. Shame he didn't get near it. It was the perfect strike though, wasn't it? Keeper just touches the keeper's fingertips, then goes in off the underside of the bar. It had everything you wanted from a worldie. Dark Knight said Liverpool under 19s won. Everton zippity do that. He said under 9s, but I've upgraded it to under 19s. Tom Huddleston's really good, Craig, isn't he? No. Louis said, what do you think of the youngsters coming in and playing? I think they did really well. I think they did really well, mate. Both fullbacks were excellent. I know Larouci only came on after Milner got injured. For Nat Phillips to come in, back from Stuttgart, slot straight into that team alongside Gomez and put in such a solid performance was great. We were caught a couple of times in the first half. We probably could have been a little bit better. We allowed Everton a few chances. But Chiravella, amazing. Obviously Curtis Jones, amazing. Elliott did really well. Brewster looked quite bright when he came on, although he didn't have much time to do much. It was a great performance. People are saying Adrian for man of the match. For me, it's Curtis Jones for many reasons. The goal being one of them. When is the draw? I think it will be after tomorrow's game, or is it later on tonight? The last game of the FA Cup is tomorrow, so it might be tomorrow night, but I'm not sure. Somebody in the chat will know. What have we got? Stephen said, can actually imagine most fans breaking down exhausted after the wait. Yeah, it's weird though, because it looks like we're going to romp the victory, Stephen, in the league. Now look, anything can happen, but as things stand, it's looking like we're going to romp the victory. Which will be weird, because we usually do things the hard way, and if we win the league with games to spare. I don't know. It will feel a bit odd, but yeah, obviously amazing. How did Minamino do? Again, he put in a very solid performance for somebody who was his first appearance for the Reds. Draws at before the game tomorrow, said Escapado. Thank you. Brewster needs more minutes, said Brian. I think he's going to go out on loan, mate. As we said before, it looks like Swansea, if the media is to be believed. What else we got? Make T-Rex merch. No, I can't do that because I have a Christmas jumper that I got from the Redman TV shop that has a little T-Rex on it, and it was all about Origi's goal, and they've already nailed that one, so we'll leave that to them. Craig, do you think Everton wish they went for Moisey now? Nah, look, Ancelotti's a great manager. I'm not. He might be the Everton manager, and that takes a bit of a gloss off it. But Carlo Ancelotti is a world class manager. But he has a big job on his hands there at Everton. 32k on the Watchalong, which is brilliant actually, considering it was a game that was live on terrestrial television. So thank you so much to everyone that joined us on that. We continue to do great numbers on our Watchalongs. We've been averaging about 55k for most of our Watchalongs, which is amazing. Should Phillips replace Lovren? No. He's going to go back out on loan to Stuttgart, I think, mate. I think this was only a short-term thing, bringing him back in. Long-term, you never know. I think he still has a bit of a way to go, but he's a very solid young centre-back. Any late-night agenda? No, Casper, mate, no. I've already have done 3 hours worth of content, mate, today, and I have a family and all that. I need to eat dinner as well. But look, we'll have more streams coming up as the week goes on as well. We'll build up to the Spurs game next weekend. World class manager in a Tim Pot club, said Steve. I like it, Steve. If there was a player you would want Liverpool to sign, who would it be? Kylian Mbappe, mate. Look, I'll be honest with you. If I was to pick out my dream players for Liverpool, Kylian Mbappe, Marco Verratti. I like Jadon Sancho. I like Kai Havertz. I wouldn't mind Timo Werner if you're only going to pay the 30 million that is rumoured to be his release clause. But I also like signing the bright young players as well. So, yeah, there's quite a few. But I love these signings like the Minamino one and the Firmino one that comes completely out of nowhere, where we're just sitting here and then all of a sudden we hear about this signing and we go, oh yeah, that makes sense. Really good piece of business. Thank you, Jim. Really appreciate that, mate. Thank you for the kind words. Evening to you, John. How are you? I hope you're keeping well. We haven't conceded a goal in about 5 games or something, said Adam Doherty. Yeah, class, isn't it? Even when the youngsters come in, still keeping clean sheets. Obviously, Adrian was a big part of keeping that clean sheet today as well. Made some very good saves in the first half. Son would be good, yeah, he would. I don't think Spurs will let him go though, but I do like Son as a footballer. Curtis Jones, what's this? Imagine Curtis back in ski and the teacher's like, a ball is travelling from the rest towards the goal with a height of 2 metres, final velocity is 90 kilometres an hour, calculate the number of pissed off Evertonians, show you're working. Yeah, just stick it in the top bins, mate, and just worry about it then. Connor said he reckons it's 6 or 7 games we've been keeping clean sheets in. Either way, unbelievable. Minamino's going to be a £7.25 million Kai Havertz, said Brian Morrissey. Thank you for the stream tonight. Keep it up. I'll be back for the Spurs stream. Thank you, Louis. Appreciate that, mate. Glad you were enjoying yourself. Son is never linked with any clubs for some reason. I don't know. Somebody said he's got a relatively short contract left at Spurs, but I genuinely don't know. Thank you for your enthusiasm and kind banter. My pleasure, buddy. It's always great to be on here with you guys. You know that. You know I love it. Well, you retracted that, Neil. I was just about to read it out. What do I make of Minamino? It's very difficult to say after 70 minutes, but all signs point to an absolute masterclass of Michael Edwards and the recruitment team. Ancelotti rips into his Everton side with a brutal assessment. That was not good enough, and I will tell them that. That comes from Maddock. Nice one. And yeah, you love to see honesty like that. 1995. Tell me the truth. Every time Everton manager talks now, you know that the interview was gone. 1995, 1995, 1995. True, Carlo, but 1995. What have we rested half of our squad, and Tottenham rested none, and they have a replay as well, Casper, to worry about. We don't. Playing PS4 and listening to this legend. Nice one, Keane. Thank you, mate. Enjoy your gaming. Do I believe Adrian deserved man of the match? I would have given it to Jones, but I mean, I can understand why people would say Adrian. I would have went with Curtis Jones. Apart from the goal, I thought he was all over the pitch, played really well. Fernando said Jones will be the new Gerrard. Don't put too much pressure on his shoulders now, mate, but he is a baller without a doubt. Will Minamino play against Spurs? No, I would imagine he'll probably be used from the bench. I just think we'll probably see the front three back, the Mane, Salah, Firmino, for that game. Unless, of course, they play him in the hole in behind. I don't know. He played through the centre today, up front. Man United bid 80 million for Lucas Moura. I don't think Spurs will sell him. United have been linked with everybody, aren't they? If you were to believe the media, United have signed half the fucking world, whereas they can't even get young Haaland to play for them. He decided he wanted to go to Dortmund. Jones, man of the match for got cool. Brian said, I reckon Duncan Ferguson had a lot more to say than Ancelotti. Connor sending me photos. Shock. What will it be? The excitement. On our man of the match vote, Curtis Jones is winning it with 54%. Pickford's Tiny Little Arms have 25%. Adrian has 18%, and others have 3%. So there you go. Pickford's Tiny Little Arms are running. Good shout, that, Connor. Good vote, that. Well done. Liverpool will go far in this tournament, said Fernando. Hopefully all the way. West Ham versus Gillingham predictions. West Ham to win and over 1.5 goals. That's my prediction. Where's the Twitter vote? Surprisingly enough, mate, it's on the Anfield Agenda Twitter account. So just search Anfield Agenda. Should be the latest tweet on there. Great to see Oxlade-Chamberlain back, said Neil McDonough. I echo those sentiments, mate. It absolutely is. What have we got? Lallana was good today, said Gareth Pedersen. Connor said, here's a quote from Jurgen Klopp. It was sensationally good performance. Outstanding. I loved each second of the game. You could see Klopp was smiling on the sideline the entire game. You could see how pleased he was. And when the younger players were coming off, they all got a hug. Klopp was absolutely beaming today. Gaz said Oxlade-Chamberlain looked sharp. He did. He looked like he hadn't missed a beat, mate. He brings something extra to our team, doesn't he? He brings that little bit of dynamism, that direct running, not afraid to have a shot from distance. But also Origi in the second half really stepped up as well. Shea Trainer reckons that Minamino will be our Bernardo Silva. I hope so, mate. Because, Silva is a great player, to be fair. Dugout said, Lallana and Jones immense. LFC Kids 1, Everton 0. Thank you for the super chat, my friend. Again, don't forget to check out Douglas's channel as well. Another Liverpool fan doing good stuff. We haven't lost the game, said Harley Sims. We lost to Napoli in the Champions League. And we lost to Aston Villa in the League Cup. So we've lost 2 this season. What else we got? Do a t-shirt with Pickford diving and the slogan, reach for the stars. Nah, I don't want to have a t-shirt with Pickford on it. It'll just make me cringe. The expression on Klopp's face was pride, said Pranav. Very true, mate. Very, very true. Kirby's going to be amazing for the kids. Love it, said Andy Panda. Yes, it is going to be great to have the Jurgen Klopp being able to bring the kids up, train with the first team, and to keep a closer eye on them, which is the whole idea of that new facility in Kirby, which is, it was Klopp's baby, and of course the owners backed him to the tune of 50 million. Who do we want in the draw tomorrow? I don't know. I honestly don't mind who we get in the draw. A home draw would be nice. I always want a home draw so the people in the Auto Cup scheme can get a chance to go to another game. I won because of you. Thanks, said Keane. Okay, I don't know what I helped you with, but you're welcome. What a goal that was, said Mark Meehan. Domestic Butler said, how many trophies have Liverpool won since 1995? More than Everton is the answer there, Domestic Butler, mate. More than Everton. Pickford will be having nightmares about crossbars. Yeah, everything will be just out of reach from him. Just out of reach. It's just out of reach. Right, look, ladies and gentlemen, gonna leave that there. I'll be back probably Monday or Tuesday with a preview ahead of the Spurs game. Well, no, do you know what? We'll leave the previews later on in the week. I'll be back with a late night agenda. So make sure if you enjoy the content that you've got that subscribe button hit, You've got notifications turned on. If you're watching this on playback later on, love to know your thoughts on Man of the Match. Love to know what you think of 1995, just as a year in general. And again, I'd love to know what your thoughts on the game were. So look, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Thank you so much for tuning in. The Reds are into the 4th round of the FA Cup. Curtis Jones is an absolute baller. Jurgen Klopp is a genius. And love to each and every one of you. Up the motherfucking Reds. Love to you.